Hi, welcome to another episode of Talking with Docs. I'm Dr. Brad Wiening.
And I'm Dr. Paul Zalzal. Apologies, we haven't released a lot of videos. It is summertime in our part of the planet right now, so there's summer vacations and other stuff. So we've kind of been running around, but we managed to squeeze in some videos. I was just at a charity event a couple of weeks ago, and I promised I'd do a shout out for an interesting charity. It's called Dare to be Youth. See what happened there?
Yes.
Dare to be you, but with a at the end.
Yes.
Dare to be Youth, and it's a sort of a youth charity that empowers the youth to thrive and not just survive, as their website says. I'll put a link in the description so you can check out Dare to be Youth. This video has nothing to do with youth.
Okay, no, but maybe it does. Because if you can do this, maybe you can be more youthful or age more successfully. We've talked a lot about that recently. We're talking about the top 15 foods or foods groups that are going to help lower your cholesterol naturally.
That's right.
There's a lot of disdain for big pharma and particularly one class of cholesterol medications, the statins. We are actually in a little segment where we're going to do a review of an article recently that calls into question the significance of the role of cholesterol as well as the role of statins. We're going to talk about the side effects of statins later on, but today we're going to talk about things that you can do for yourself without any medication. So foods that you can take that have some scientific evidence that show that it lowers your LDL or your bad cholesterol and potentially raises your HDL or your good cholesterol.
Talking with Docs, where fun food goes to die.
Not true. So it's all a matter of perspective. Some of these foods certainly can be fun. It doesn't have to be deep fried or covered in sauce to be fun.
If these foods were in high school, they would definitely be in the nerd group. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But they would be getting a scholarship.
They would be helping
and
you
they
out.
might be your boss.
Yeah, these are the nerds that are going to help you with your homework. They're not on the football team, probably.
No, probably not.
They're more on the chess club, math club, spelling bee club.
We are propagating a lot of 80s stereotypes
That's
right now.
right. That's right.
I feel like we're in an episode of The Breakfast Club right now.
And it's not, I was a nerd in high school, so I can comfortably criticize that group.
Okay, why don't you get us started off with number one?
Almonds.
Okay.
Almonds and other kinds of nuts. Walnuts, almonds.
Yes.
They can lower your LDL and raise your HDL. And we've talked about this before. LDL is the bad cholesterol, so you want to bring that down. HDL is the good cholesterol, so you want to bring that up.
Right.
Notice we don't have our cardiologist with us today because we're going with the food approach as opposed to the medication approach to cholesterol lowering.
And what I would say is that I would say most cardiologists are all for healthy diets and exercise,
100%.
but I think, making a generalization, that their goal is to lower cholesterol even more than food has potential to do. So, and that's what some of the newer science is questioning. How low do we have to go? What about the people that have had a heart attack that have normal cholesterol, and what about the people who have really high cholesterol and had no heart attack? So it's a complicated issue. Cholesterol is part of the problem, but we're not sure how much of a part. So anyway, we're addressing the part that we think is responsible. So yeah, for sure, nuts. If I had to pick one nut to eat health-wise, I probably would be the walnut, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, not for taste, because I don't think it's my favorite nut. I think it's the healthiest nut, though, of all nuts.
I like almonds.
Yes. So I'm going to transition into another nut, which is not a very common one, but I have started eating it for about the last 6 months, is the Brazil nut. So there's a really interesting guy who has a website and a YouTube channel. His name's Dr. Michael Greger, nutritionfacts.org. And he found a little paper where they had 10 people who took 4 Brazil nuts a day. No, so 4 Brazil nuts once.
Per month.
Per month. And had a similar effect to statins in lowering their cholesterol for an entire month. Very small study, very interesting finding. Careful though, because a lot of people are like, well, 4 are good. Well, 40 are better. Not necessarily, because Brazil nuts have a large amount of selenium. Selenium can be toxic if taken too large amount.
Selenium,
it's fun to say. So maybe just add 4 nuts a month to your thing and see if we can lower your cholesterol. They say by even close to 10%.
That's what he said.
What he said.
This nut says avocados are next on the list.
You like the avocado.
Get your guacamole on.
Yeah, who doesn't like avocado?
Yeah, everybody likes avocados.
Yeah, lowers your LDL, raises your LDL, lowers your triglycerides.
Wait a minute. Lowers your LDL, raises your HDL.
HDL. Did I say lowers your LDL and then raises your LDL?
You said lowers your LDL, raises your LDL.
That would be confusing if it did both.
That's like eating a yo-yo.
Number 4. Beans and legumes. So this is an important part of any diet, primarily because of the protein and the fiber that are present. So yeah, beans, chickpeas, lentils, that whole class of food is critical to good health, good bowel health, as well as lowering your cholesterol.
Get your hummus on.
Get your hummus on. Who doesn't like hummus?
Everybody likes hummus. Not Hamas. Hummus.
Hummus beside your guacamole. You have a little dip station.
Fusion.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna move on to berries.
Okay.
Not just any berry, the blueberry.
Okay.
We've talked about blueberries before.
Powerful food.
A lot of antioxidants in blueberries.
The highest concentration of any fruit.
There you go. That's their claim to fame.
Yes.
Sponsored by blueberries, this talk.
And what's interesting is fresh, frozen, freeze-dried.
Stepped on.
Doesn't
Whatever
matter.
it takes.
Just get your blueberries in you. Doesn't matter how.
Get it in ya.
They are potent and so good for you. Okay, number 6, dark chocolate. We've also talked about this. Everyone's like, oh yay, I get to eat some chocolate.
Fun food.
For me, to be honest, 70% cocoa dark chocolate is really not the best. Though I know everyone's like, oh, it's chocolate.
I'm gonna be honest, it burns the taste buds going down sometimes.
I agree, but it does have evidence to show that it reduces your LDL. So small amounts of dark chocolate, if you're looking for a little something treaty, then have some dark chocolate.
All right, next, everybody's favorite Super Bowl food, green leafy vegetables. Dark green if you can, because those will help lower your cholesterol as well.
Okay. And what's important about them is that they have the ability to bind to the bile acid, and bile acids are made of cholesterol. They're made by our liver, and if you can bind them and get them out of your body, it will reduce the total amount of cholesterol in your body. And a lot of people are confused about where high cholesterol comes from. There is certainly a genetic component of the part that our bodies make. They just make too much, and a small part is actually what you eat. So we actually don't typically consume a lot of cholesterol.
No, so think of it as like packaging and shipping.
Yes.
The cholesterol out of you. Like Amazon.
Like
it's like Amazon to get cholesterol out the door.
There you go. One day. Fatty fish. So the benefits of fatty fish are primarily related to omega-3 fatty acids. Careful, because a lot of them come with a lot of omega-6 fatty acids that actually have shown to be not healthy if you have too many of those, but it does reduce your LDL and your triglycerides. The one caveat to that is that fresh and even farmed fish have increased levels of mercury and PCBs these days because of the way that we have treated our environment, and because of something called bioaccumulation. So something small eats something, then the fish eats that, and then they slowly store this in their meat, in their tissues, and then we eat it, and then it causes problems.
If I was a fish, I'd be offended you called me a fatty fish, but we're gonna move on.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Next one not only keeps vampires away, but also helps lower your cholesterol, and that's garlic.
Yes.
We've talked about garlic before in our blood pressure lowering foods.
Yep.
But garlic can definitely lower your LDL.
Yep.
It can also prevent you from getting COVID because your breath will be so bad nobody will come near you.
Yeah.
I just made that up. That's
I
not
can't
a
believe
scientific
that
fact.
COVID's still going on almost 3 years later. But yes, garlic has been shown to potentially reduce your LDL slightly, and also keeps people out of the front rows of your French teacher, if I recall.
Yeah,
Your
substitute French teacher
back in the
had
day.
hypertension. She was taking garlic tablets and cleared the first couple of rows of French.
Okay, number 10. So oats, barley, and other whole grains like that have been shown to reduce your LDL because of something called beta-glucan. So this is a substance that lines the lining of your small intestine and prevents cholesterol from being taken up. So similar to other things that bind it and get it out, if it prevents it from being taken up, it just keeps on traveling down that lazy river and eventually it goes right out. So
package and ship.
Yeah, so reduces your cholesterol uptake and also reduces the absorption into your bloodstream. So oats, whole grains, barley, really good for you.
All right, moving on to grapes.
Okay,
And
what's the deal with grapes, Paul?
We can extrapolate it to wine.
Yes.
There you go, fun foods are here.
Yes.
Grapes are very cool, especially the skin of the grape.
Yep.
Helps reduce your cholesterol. Grapes have a phenolic compound that does help reduce your LDL. It's mostly in the skin of the grape.
Yep.
So peel the grape, eat the skin, throw the grape. No.
Literally no one does that.
No. Well,
you get a little bag of like grape skins. Hey, do you have any grape skins?
They're right there next to the potato skins,
That's
covered
right.
in bacon.
That's right.
Actually, some people do peel the skin off for their infants.
Sure, but come on, that seems like a make-work project.
Choking hazard.
Yeah, just don't give your kid grapes maybe. Just wait till they're old enough that they can chew the
Yeah,
grape.
they don't have high cholesterol. So
What are they
grapes,
worried about?
and we extrapolate that to wine. You know what I mean? The evidence is, not
Is
great.
soft on the wine.
And are the benefits of the wine, are
Greater
they
than-
outweighing the harms? We don't know. But in any case, FYI.
Yeah, maybe just eat the grapes. Probably, I think drinking the wine for the health benefits is probably not the right approach. I think you're tricking yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go on to tomatoes, because tomatoes have something called lycopene, and lycopene is a substance that reduces LDL production and assists in the breakdown of the cholesterol to get it out of our body. And interestingly, it's a substance that's critical in making a green tomato a red tomato. And I'm going to try to get you some pictures from our family garden.
All right.
My wife and I are growing lots of vegetables. Right now we have lots of green tomatoes in the garden, but because it's been so hot, tomatoes usually don't turn red when it's really, really hot. So now they're just starting to go. So
because of the lycopene.
Because of the lycopene.
A watched tomato never changes color.
I don't have time to watch them. I'm too busy. I love
lycopene. Who doesn't like a pea?
Who doesn't like a pea?
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Okay, here we go.
Next one is pectin-rich fruits and vegetables. These are things like apples, oranges, eggplant.
Strawberries, carrots, potatoes, almost everything has pectin in it.
Pectin. Pectin helps lower cholesterol.
Yeah, it's a cholesterol-lowering type fiber, so it grabs onto it. It's all fiber-related. Who's kidding who? Fiber is important.
Fiber.
Right? Okay, the next one is foods that are fortified with something called sterols and stanols. So if you look closely at your labels, you're going to find more and more things, particularly slightly processed foods, have this additive. And most additives, we've always said, hey, try not to have additives in your food. But this is actually a good one, found in margarine, granola bars, you name it. They put it in almost everything, and it helps reduce your LDL. Okay.
And we're going to wrap it up with not really a food, but a supplement. Fiber supplements.
Fiber supplements.
Things like Metamucil.
Yep.
Any other ones?
Benefiber. There are lots of them.
Benefiber.
And it's really big business. And there's really good scientific evidence to show that this globby, gooey mass that you're drinking, so when you stir it, drink it quickly because it's going to turn into a gelatin kind of material. And then it goes through your bowels and it grabs onto all the cholesterol and then it goes out the other end. So it really helps reduce your constipation, keep you regularly, and the bonus is it helps lower your cholesterol.
That's it. Okay, now you got a list of foods you can bring to your next poker night. I got the Metamucil. I got the pectin.
What about the guacamole?
The guac and the hummus here. Whenever you're going to dip your finger in it.
You can make some salsa with your fresh tomatoes.
Unfortunately, tortilla chips didn't make the list.
They did not. Maybe you can have like some barley crackers or something.
Yeah, sure. Dip your tomato.
Some whole grain crackers. But this is an important part of attacking your cholesterol without having to take a medication, because a lot of people would rather try it naturally. They go to their doctor. We've had lots of comments from our other cholesterol video that says, hey, just went to my doctor. They want to put me on a statin. I'm really not crazy about it. Is there anything I can try? Well, this is something that you can try. And cholesterol is a long-term problem. It's not like if you have high cholesterol, you have to go to the emergency room because you have high cholesterol. So if you can take an organized, direct approach, fingers crossed, we can get your cholesterol down naturally.
This is what high cholesterol looks like. I was diagnosed with hypercholesterolemia.
Right.
I tried some of the foods for all, brought it down a bit.
Yeah.
I did end up having to go on some medications.
Yeah.
This is what someone who used to eat chicken wings but no longer can eat as many chicken wings as he would
lean
like.
And mean. Lean
That's
and mean. So if you like this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel, share it with someone, and please leave some comments down below letting us know your cholesterol experience.
Please. And remember, you are in charge of your own health and to a certain degree, your own hypercholesterolemia.
We'll see you next time.